Alright guys, so today I'm talking about Ace Combat 7, and while this is in no means a new game, I've been craving playing this game, and it recently left Game Pass. Now, I didn't want to spend a full $60 for the game, as I'd recently played it all the way through multiple times, but it's just so good. But it went on sale. And this isn't an ad for this game, I'm not sponsored by this game. God, I wish I was. But this game smacks. It's on sale on Steam, it's on sale on Xbox. It's fantastic, and the sale's great, right? Because while it was $60 a couple of weeks ago, now I want to say by the time you see this video, I might have a day or two left in the sale. It's $20 for the Ultimate Deluxe Digital Founders Edition, right? So you get the full game, all of like the Top Gun Maverick expansions, all of like the DLC planes, 3 new missions, all that cool stuff for just $20, and it's a fun time. Even if you've played the full game out already, the 3 new missions are pretty decent. One of them's meh, depending on what you're into, and then the other 2 I really liked. It's about an hour and a half of content, but if you've never played this at all, it's definitely worth $20 if you're into, you know, plain dogfighting combat. So let me kind of break down the game overall. So every single mission, there's about 20 of them in the main game, has a briefing with a little cutscene, what you're going to be doing, a little diagram of what you need to do, how many targets you're going to be attacking, air versus ground, all of that good stuff. Now there are some surprise targets within the mission that you can't really account for, but for the most part it kind of lays it out for you so you know relatively what vehicle you need to use. So from there you go to select your vehicle. Now there are a lot of planes. There's attack planes like the F-16, the F-18, the F-22, all of your SUs, your MiGs, the Warthog, you got all your stuff, right? And then you got some crazy planes that like they've made up in the game, and like drones and stuff like that. And then you have the upgrades for said planes, the different types of missiles and countermeasures and, you know, hull upgrades and all of that stuff. And you can slot these in and out as you progress through the aircraft tree and get better upgrades. Now this can be things like gun range, the speed at which you move, your maneuverability, the amount of bombs you can carry, how much damage the bombs do, the range they lock on, all of that good stuff, along with what I would call, those are all percentage upgrades, right? When I've talked about something like Gotham Knights, for example, you talk about it's all percentages in the skill tree for the most part. The actual abilities you get are the different types of bombs that or missiles that you unlock, right? There's AA missiles and there's anti-ground missiles, right? There's the ones that you can lock onto 4 different targets at once. There's quick missiles. There's missiles that they give you a lot of but do low damage. So just a wide array of utilities for you to use based off the kind of playstyle you want to play when you're going back through the game, as well as what the mission calls for. Now, personally, I like the bombing type missions. I like where you gotta take out a whole compound, you can use the cruise missiles and just like bomb the shit out of some stuff, right? The dogfighting's cool, but when it comes to dogfighting, I like using the actual machine gun, and there's not a lot of variability here with that in this game. It's just the machine gun that they give you and then a few upgrades here and there, but you can't actually slot anything interesting out here for that. You know, the dogfighting's good, it's fun. I like the air-to-ground combat a lot more. And it's not that dogfighting is bad, it's really fun, but a lot of times the only way, at least on the normal difficulties, for them to make any sort of combat difficult is just throwing so many enemies at you that the missile alerts are just insane. And to me, just the difficulty of the enemies on the normal difficulty isn't enjoyable because they range from absolutely insane two idiots who fly in a straight line, and it's just not consistent. So just the amount that they throw at you with that difficulty slider, you could fight 10 enemies at once and take them out super quickly, and then one guy's going to take you 2 minutes to take out. Now, the boss fights are top tier. So how the hell do you do a boss fight in kind of a plain dogfight and combat game, right? Well, essentially, and everything you're seeing here in this video, I believe is from the DLC, but the way it works is they all fly kind of differently. Now, like for this one, for example, your radar is kind of messed up, so it takes a while to lock on. There's 2 of them. Their missile warnings are a lot shorter than most of the time, so that's kind of difficulty there. They have some that are really agile and can turn really quickly. You have to kind of learn the pattern that they're doing and how to cut them off. And I like the dogfighting where it lets you get deep in like the caverns and like valleys, and you get real low and you're just absolutely zooming. Those are the ones that I like. This stuff where you're way up in the air is fine for the most part, but it's just, again, not what I love. The bombing is fantastic. So why am I telling you any of this, right? Well, like I said, the game's on sale, it's a good time, and at the recording this video, it's the end of March, right? We're getting to that point where it's just the weeks before a bunch of games are launching. Minecraft Legends, Jedi Survivor, all of that good stuff. Dead Island 2, all of that's coming out this month. You got Redfall going into the first week of May, and it's gonna seem like forever between these launches, right? I know how it is. You want Jedi Survivor to come out, you're waiting, it's like the week before the game comes out, and it takes the longest time. But while you're looking for something to play, you're waiting for these games to come out, consider buying this, right? At $20 is a good deal, especially, like I said, if you've never played this. There are 20 main missions, and yes, while you're thinking it's a plane game, how different can it be? Just the difference of slotting out a different bomb or using a different plane, they handle drastically different. I didn't think it would be that big of a difference. I didn't think I would notice. But I used, I want to say, the F-18 for the majority of the game, almost the entire main game, and then played a little bit with F-22 and the F-16 in the DLC, and they just move significantly different. They're more agile, some of them are slower, but the gun is better, and you can slot out different abilities to make them quicker if you like that, and that's what I prefer. I like to be quick and nimble and be able to move around a lot, but that's just me. Right, and there's a lot of replayability here. They have free modes and they give you grades for each level, so you can go back and get a higher score on every level. It's fantastic. I could rant about this, and this is just one of those games that, like, you sit back and you play it and you have a good time, and then like 6 months later, a year later, you get that urge, like you watch Top Gun and you want to come blow some stuff up in a plane, and you come back and you can play it again. It's great. I've played through this 3 times completely now, and it's absolutely fantastic. So I would highly recommend picking this up while it's on sale. Again, both on Steam and Xbox, this edition is on sale. It's an absolute bargain. Guys, let me know if you've played this game, what you think of it. If you end up buying it because of this video and you think it's really good, let me know. I'm glad I put you onto this game. If hopefully a new one comes out soon, because like I said, this is a couple years old now at this point. Now, again, there's not too much you can change here, but with next gen and all of that stuff, I think we could really push it here. But that's just my opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one.